Hey, it's Camo with Facebook. I haven't had enough coffee this morning. Camo with Nashville Access, Facebook Live, the Pie Wagon Sessions. See, when somebody has a good song, it just gets me all flustered and stuff. Man, Bailey James.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. We noticed your poster, the hit single "Run Girl." We featured that as a Nashville Access super pick a few weeks ago.
Thank you, by the way.
You're welcome. It's funny when we get so much music in because that segment is to feature rising and indie artists.
Yeah.
And some weeks we're going through a lot of music, and it's okay, but it just doesn't catch what we want. And then your song came out. Nicole sent me your song, and it's like, holy crap, we gotta get that on as a super pick. And that was like an instant ad for us. That went right in. As soon as we heard it, it was on the show.
Well, thank you.
So
I appreciate that you really liked it.
yeah, very good song. Tell us, I mean, you're a new name and you're very young, and I hate to point out that you're very young, and because sometimes on TV shows and stuff they say, oh, she's only 15, she's only 16, but there are so many like that's an amazing new thing, but there are lots of talented people
that are young.
So, and you're just one of them, and really talented, really impressive.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm 14, and I mean, being 14, it's hard in the music industry because people kind of like look at you as a little girl. And I don't want I want to be looked at as a little girl, but I don't, because I'm also an artist. I'm like everyone else, and I'm trying to make music and relate to people and just do what I love.
Run Girl sounds like, I mean, to hear your music, you would never
guess I'm 14.
Yeah. Does that work for you or against you?
That works for me, definitely, because I'll have a lot of people, when I say I'm 14 in concert, they'll all be like shocked. They'll be like, because...
Well, Taylor Swift.
Yeah. And I feel like with Run Girl, that definitely helped me being 14, because, Run Girl is a very kind of teenager-y song, motivational, you better run, girl, kind of like just...
It can be, but you can also hear somebody. You could also hear somebody like Martina doing it. Is song selection a big thing for you, because you still have to do kind of age-appropriate stuff? You can't be out there doing the cheat and hurt song. But you can't be writing by the same token about damn, it's exam time. It has to be relevant.
It's hard for me, but also I feel like my parents help me a lot with that, because my dad writes with me a lot. Like whenever I'm co-writing, he's there too. And
we got to give the shout out, Hook 'em Horns.
Hook 'em Horns.
That's
He's
right.
from Texas, so
Cool.
He definitely tells me when Bailey, this is a little too much. Like, I know you think you're Miranda Lambert or something, but you're Bailey, and you're 14, and so...
Although you could take a song like Tin Man and totally kill it, you haven't lived that. You haven't got the credibility to go with it.
So it's hard, but it's also fun exploring and making it difficult, because that's part of the journey of songwriting.
When I was talking with our last guest, we were talking about coming to Nashville and sometimes just being overwhelmed. He's an artist, I do this, and still sometimes when we work with particular artists, it's like, I can't believe
that
I'm doing this.
Yeah.
That's got to be even cooler when you're 14.
I was surprised when my parents said they actually wanted to move to Nashville, because I thought they never would. They would be like, no, we want to, because I'm originally from Pennsylvania. And so...
You want to give a shout out to your hometown?
PA. I'm just going to say Quakertown. But it was just a magical experience. Like, even the first time I came down here when I was 11, I was like, oh, sorry-eyed, because you see it in the photos, but it doesn't show what the town is really like. And it's not like New York. It's like more homey and everyone's together, so it's really overwhelming still.
Have you experienced any of those situations where if it looks like somebody, it usually is that person? Yeah, who?
Yeah. Well, I met Kelsey Ballerini.
Cool. That's...
Yeah, right before she made it. So I was really lucky. And I'm I've played alongside people like 1,000 Horses and Darius Rucker. So.
Nice. That's very cool.
Very
Now you're doing something today that I think a lot of artists think is really cool, and I can't imagine it at your age. You're playing WSM radio today,
Yes.
later today.
So
The
excited.
legend.
Yeah.
That's
Amazing.
yeah.
When my parents told me that like I was gonna be somewhere near the Grand Ole Opry singing, I was like, well, let me do it. Like, I'll go right ahead. I remember when I first came down here, our first trip, me, my grandpa, my grandma, and my parents, we all went to the Opry and we saw Carrie Underwood. We saw Sam Smith right before he made it, and it was amazing.
Wow. Do you think sometimes, okay, I've got to pull back that kind of starstruck thing because I'm part of that, and this is my business. Is it really hard?
It's very hard. CMA Fest, me and my mom, we chased Jesse James Decker into the bathroom trying to get a photo. So
They love that.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And my mom, she met Charlie Daniels,
Cool.
and she was like, I'm like such a big fan, like I've loved you forever. And I feel like she would be the same way with like Bruce Springsteen or something, but she's the starstruck one, and I'm just like, Mom, calm down.
So you're on the way up. You've got a killer single. What are you looking down the road at next?
I have one goal that I always talk about that's kind of a little bit crazy, but I can dream. A girl can dream. And it's basically to win Entertainer of the Year before Taylor Swift did.
Okay.
Age 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you could, because Run Girl is number 46 this week
Yes.
on Music Row.
On Music Row
Very
chart.
cool. That's very cool.
Every week the charts come out. Today the charts come out, and I know my dad, if we get like a really, really good push, he's gonna like scream and yell. And that's his motivation for the week, to get through the week.
That's gotta be pretty impressive, because you said about you didn't think your parents would want to move down here.
No.
To show that belief in what you can do.
I have amazing parents. They put up with me. I'm a little bit crazy.
I can't imagine that.
I do sometimes crazy stuff, and they still put up with me.
What's the coolest thing for you? Is it being in the studio or being on stage? Which do you like?
Being on stage,
Yeah.
because that is the one time where I feel like I can completely like connect with myself. Like that's the one time I'm totally in tune with myself,
Yeah.
and every time I'm on stage, it's kind of like healing for me. Like I'm back to this
that's a
calm
cool way to
state.
put it.
Yeah, and it's just amazing every time.
Is it strange now you have a team? It's not just, you can't think about just you. You've got a whole team of people.
It's strange. You know, it was strange before, and it's even stranger now because there's more people, but they're all really amazing, and they're all always there for me, and they forgive me when I mess up time and time again, so I love them.
Cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of your team, we've got one of them here to play some guitar for you.
Oh, yeah. Randy.
Shout out to Bar Frog. You want to do a song?
Yes.
All right.
I'm going to do my single, Run Girl.
Sweet. Bailey James, Run Girl.
Run, 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 you better run, run, run. Run, 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 you better run. I've got my mind made up, I've got my heels dug in, I'm through the wasted time, I'm through with wandering. I'm gonna run, run, run. They say that I'm too young, they say I dream too big, but I've had enough.
Very nice.
Thank you.
That's cool. We have a studio audience today.
Yeah, thank you so
the Ice
much.
Machine rhythm section. And the fire truck singing backup for you.
The ice in the background.
Yeah, we've got it all covered here. This isn't just like any old boring recording studio that's soundproof. When everything kind of started going in motion, you're recording, you've got people doing publicity for you, and looking at a label, and then you see your photography come back, and you ever think, I can't believe I'm doing this.
Every day,
Yeah,
I
really?
can't believe I'm doing it because I see like these normal kids that I'm friends with, and they're kind of like, why can't you talk all the time? Why can't you FaceTime me all the time? And I'm like, well, I have 2 interviews today, and it's crazy. I never thought that I would get here, and I remember like being a little girl and like watching those Taylor Swift before she made it videos and being like, I want to do that. And I want to be her and all this, so it's just amazing.
Cool. Now you've got kind of a tie-in on a charity to somebody pretty big.
Jason Foundation.
Yeah. Tell us about that.
I'm the first youth spokesperson for the Jason Foundation, and they try to bring awareness to teen suicide or suicide in general. And it kind of hits me like close because I lost my brother to suicide in May, and he was 18. So I find it very important to talk about it. It's a silent epidemic. And most people find it uncomfortable, but I find that it is very important to talk about, and that if someone needs help, I need to reach out to them, and I need to tell them, it's okay to feel like this, but you need to get help, and you need to stop being silent.
Yeah. Well, that's really good. And do you find like dealing with that music helps you deal with that kind of stuff?
Oh yeah, I have really bad anxiety, but no one would
Nashville is the perfect place to get over that.
I know, no one would ever know that, because when I'm singing, it kind of goes away, and I feel like at peace, which I don't feel a lot, because I'm kind of all over the place usually, but it's an amazing feeling.
Oh, that's excellent. Tell us your socials so people can reach out to you in case they are feeling that. They can contact you on social.
My socials are Bailey James Gang, which is my Instagram. My Snapchat is Bailey James Gang if you want to see some crazy stuff. I do a lot of crazy stuff on Snapchat. My Facebook is Singer Bailey James, and my website is Bailey James Country.
Cool. And where can people find out about the Jason Foundation?
They can find out about the Jason Foundation, I think, on my website. There's a link, and also I post about it all the time.
Cool. Man, Bailey James, it's so cool having you come by. You're a real talent. I think you're going to do really cool things.
Thank you so much.
Check her out. The song is called Run Girl. Get it, download it, buy it so she can
make it big.
That's it. That's it. Bailey James, thanks for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
Sweetheart, thank you.